So let's just start. The woman in front of you lays with ghastly pallor. I don't know if I said that right. Her hair is streaked with gray, and her lashes, intact in their darkness, rest lightly on cold skin. Around her lips, pale splotches of pink blossom to the jawline. You wonder, as you always do, what kind of voice would have come out of their mouths. Perhaps something unsaid dissolved into the dark with her. The needle injector between your fingers clicks, binding her jaw shut. To not know anything about the bodies whose mouths you'll shut, fingers you'll break. They break the fingers? I guess that kind of makes sense. If you're trying to like flatten them out and get them into a certain position, you'd have to break them. That's crazy. Fingers you'll break and veins you'll drain. Past what is written on the cream papered folder just an arm's reach away. It was given in this line of work, and yet it is impossible not to imagine the life behind the visage you are locking in time. Sometimes, the bereaved would even make certain requests to make sure the deceased looked as close to life as possible. Things like leaving certain piercings in or using a specific color of lipstick. That's how my aunt is. She wants to be done up in a very specific way. Nothing against it. Just interesting. You're not sure if the pink on her skin is a rash or a birthmark. Either way, it's light enough that it'll be covered by makeup. It's light enough that it'll be covered by the makeup later. Another click resounds under the pressure of your fingers. In the cold room, perpetually basked in the sting of formaldehyde, you perform your rituals with mechanical ease. You wonder if anyone would want to preserve you to such a degree, should your time come. Oh, I would hope I have family that would want to. Oh, this is nice. You give your shiny new work ID card a once-over. My name, Neural. My gender is female. And other personal information, you make a mental note not to lose the card again. Oh, Ash, you're pretty. How come you get a new card? Lost my entire lanyard a while back. Either the clasp broke or I accidentally left it somewhere. Let me tell you what, IRL, I have worked at my job for 3 years. And I have gone through like 5 lanyards. I'm not even joking. They always get caught on something or it like wears over time. I don't even wear it most of the time. That's the thing. It's usually my purse because I don't like having it around my neck. But boy, howdy, I relate. I also leave it everywhere all the time. Maybe it got tired of being misplaced and decided to leave home. Oh, Ash, you're funny. ... Can you at least smile? Smile. No. A colleague turned good friend of yours. Youthful and naturally easygoing. Ash is a breath of fresh air in the funeral home staff. Seems like it. Despite her occasional childishness, she takes her job with surprising sobriety. Bet old Jarek gave you an earful. Who the heck is Jarek? What kind of name? You chuckle. Carefully pocketing the piece of plastic. Also, I am struggling with laughs to make them sound real and authentic for these characters, so forgive me if it's cringe. Only for 5 minutes. Your record's not broken yet. That's too bad. Oh, by the way, you're done dressing up Miss Jane? Yep, just finished. Have any of her family members responded? Her only child will come for viewing tomorrow. Okay, good. Don't forget to prepare the viewing, and if anything comes up, just call. Aye, aye, miss. May your endeavors be fruitful. I really like you, Ash. You're cool beans. She straightens and salutes, earning a grin from you. I would be grinning. IRL. See you, Ash. You give her a friendly pat on the shoulder and exit the building. I wonder how tall I am. Afternoon warmth replaces the lobby's air-conditioned chill. Starting up a pace, you review the day's tasks in your head. Jane Avery, a wealthy businesswoman from the northern side of the city, recently passed away in the hospital due to natural causes. It was a heart attack. Aww. Before her death, she left 2 letters detailing the preferred setting of her funeral arrangements. At dawn, her body came in from the hospital. It was one of her assistants who handed the letters, the first one only having your name on it, and the second one having both you and someone you don't know. Is this the male love interest? The first letter contained a deposit payment and viewing request. She also mentioned people that she would like to have involved in the preparation. Though people may give a false sense of number. She simply requested you as a mortician and a man, a botanical curator from Colvin Museum of Natural History, as an extra hand. His name is Chao Chen. Chao. We're going to call him Chao. The other person written on the second envelope. His name is Chao Chen. The other person written on the second envelope. At the end of the first letter were instructions to open the second one only when you are both present. So you contacted the curator a few hours ago. He responded quite quickly and agreed to meet you today. A strange excitement dwells in the back of your mind. Are my spidey senses being tingled right now? Stage 1. Autolysis. I like the background too. The curator recommended this cafe as a meeting spot. It's situated not far from both the funeral home and your residence, but you've never tried it before. Food better be good. You chose a seat for 2 near the windows, basking in the remaining daylight pouring from them. The city, ever busy, shines under it. This music, man, is nice. You take out Jane's second letter and sit it nicely in the middle of the table. The cafe bell rings through the room. You and some other patrons reflexively glance at the entrance. Hi. Hello. A young man is already looking directly at you. Smiling, he makes a beeline to your table. Under his right arm is a motorcycle helmet. Ooh. And under his left is a messenger bag. I've always wanted to go in the back of a motorcycle. Not IRL, that seems scary, but let's pretend in-game Neural does. The keychains on it rattle with each step. Excuse me, are you Neural? Ah, yes, you must be Xiaoxing. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. That's me. A pleasure to meet you. He meets your extended hand over the table and takes a seat. Sorry to keep you waiting. Traffic's quite bad today. Don't worry about it. You're very pleasant to look at. Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud. No, it's all right. I just got here myself. Did you come here straight from work? I like those buttons on your shirt. I did. Had to sort out some papers this morning. His gaze falls to the letters on the table. Let's order something first. He waves a waitress over and you both give her your order. I wonder what I would be ordering. Probably muffins and a lemonade. A cookie and lemonade. The drink will always be lemonade. You knew her, didn't you? You should be the one to open it. Chao shakes his head. Yet, she sent it to you, not me. Go ahead, we'll read it together anyways. You offer him a small smile, and open the unbroken envelope. The paper is the same as the first letter, thick and high quality. The late Jane Avery wrote meticulously. You lift the paper in the middle of the table, facing the window, so both of you can read it at the same time. Yeah, come closer. Oh, you're not close enough. We have to both read this. Can you come in just a little bit closer? Just a little bit. Here you go. Her handwriting comes to life in clear, simple cursive. After a minute or so, your eyes meet his at the same time. The silence is broken when the waitress brings in your orders and both of you let out short thanks. Can I read it again? He takes the letter and scans it again. With him occupied, this is the first time you observe his features. Nice features. Very nice features. You didn't expect anything in particular, but with a title such as Botanical Curator, you can't help but expect a more aged person. Someone much closer to the deceased's age than yours. A simple type of handsomeness graces his face, framed by hair the shade of blooming petals. I like the do as well. Short on this side, longer on the other. Always a fan of it. Pink eyes, pink accessories, nice jaw. Always love a nice jaw. His eyes are soft and youthful. They brim with apparent curiosity. Still, there's an air of maturity in how the man carries himself. His voice is stable and his strides confident. I like confidence. Chao's fingers absently drum the table, bringing you back to attention. Would you like to eat first, miss? He called me miss. Miss always gets me. Not in a good way. Makes me feel old. Yes. Also, you can call me by my name. I don't think we're that far in age. That's what I'm saying. Only if you want to, of course. Okay, you can call me by my name too then. I already have. Don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions about my work. We'll be working together after all. Ooh, that was supposed to be his voice. Don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions about my work. We'll be working together after all. I'd like to ask you some things too, if you don't mind. Not at all. About his job. What do botanical curators do? A variety of things. We handle the acquisition, documentation, and preservation of botanical collections. The museum has an herbarium wing, so I mostly tend to that. I also get to guide a lot of tours. Nice. For kids mostly, because according to my manager, my face is approachable to them. They're not wrong, you think. You don't miss the way his voice endearingly rises at the mention of his job. Nice voice. What about you? I'm not really familiar with the death care service. Morticians are basically funeral directors. We work with the family, arrange funeral services and memorials, service details, paperwork, and things like that. The hours are flexible, but I work on call too. Since I have the license to work as both funeral director and embalmer, it varies from time to time. Do you have a preference for either one? Not really. A senior embalmer just retired from the home, so I'm taking more embalming work lately, just until a recruit comes in. Do you want to recruit? I know you're used to working with plants, but do you want to work on bodies? I already dressed up Miss Jane this morning, since in the first letter, she requested a viewing be held. You delivered the last sentence in a gentler tone, unsure of how sensitive sudden mentions of Jane might affect Chao. He doesn't particularly react, so you continue. But it's good work. I chose this line because I feel a calling to it. What about you, Chao? What made you choose your job? Yes, I really want to know. He subtly perks up at the sound of his name. Oh, that's so cute. I've always had an urge to preserve and understand what I like. Since childhood, I've always had an interest in plants, no matter the kind. That and blood makes me a little squeamish, so I can't study far in the field of animals or the human body. But if I ever gain an interest in either one, I think I'd like to pick up the necessary knowledge too. It's never too late to learn. I agree. About Jane Avery. How long have you been working in Collivan? Around a year now. You? Almost 2 years in Heaven Shade. Oh, that sounds like such a nice place. Heaven Shade? Only good things happen in Heaven Shade. They have nice bars, they have nice cafes, they have nice, apartments that are overpriced, but they're still really nice. Good schools. Almost 2 years in Heaven Shade. I felt welcomed from the start, though. The other staff are really nice. Same here. Good coworkers always help make the job worthwhile. They really do. Let me tell you, at my job, the best thing are my coworkers. A few have become my good close friends, and the people who I hang out with the most often. Now, them trying to get me out of the house is a feat in of itself, but still, they make the job so much better. It's to the point where if everybody left, I wouldn't even want to work there anymore. It's not because I would hate everybody else, it's just they make the job so much better because they're good people. You nod in agreement. What about you and Miss Jane? Were you two familiar with each other? A little, actually. She's a benefactor and frequent visitor of the museum. She was a busy woman, but in her free time, she'd visit the museum sometimes. She came to recognize us herbaria staff. She came to recognize us herbaria staff. How long have you known her? Only after I took the job, so less than a year. His head is just tilted to the side. You know, it's so funny. His head is tilted to the side. Obviously it's a drawing. IRL, his head is not actually tilted to the side. But when I'm looking at him tilted his head tilted like that, I think of a dream when he took his mask off, which was overrated. He's an attractive guy. He just did not face reveal well, but that's what it's got me thinking about. We talked about the museum, its collections, or mundane things. We're not personally close, but she was bright and a little intimidating. In a good way. I had no idea she had an illness, though. Was she in a hospital? Yes, her body came in from the hospital across the street. I bet Dreamscape, or whatever this place is called, Heaven Shade, has nice hospitals. Any idea how long she was there? According to her employees, she had stayed in the hospital for weeks. Her death was quite sudden, but unsurprising, they said. Aww. Any visitors or family members so far? No, only her employees. My friend has contacted her son, though. I see. It's natural causes then? Yes, by cardiac arrest. I think that's what my grandfather died of. Chao nods, seemingly finished with his line of questioning. Well, let's meet her wishes as best we can. Of course. I didn't know Miss Jane at all, so she most likely heard about me from someone else. But I'm honored that she asked for me specifically. Yeah, how she found out about me. Your tone and words are a product of both experience and genuine empathy. I do empathize with her. You've exchanged your condolences with Chao via text, but talking directly is always different. We'll ask more about him. You point your chin at his helmet. Point your chin. That hurt my head. Hey, Ludat. What's that you got over there? You ride a motorcycle? Sure do. Saves a lot of time and money, and it's fun. I wonder how much gas I'd save if I had a motorcycle versus a car. Or is he driving like a moped? When I need a refresher, I take it out on night rides. I love night rides. We can go on night rides. What else do you do in your free time? I enjoy photography. I want to say this is like regular banter, but I am enjoying it. It just seems so very natural. This really feels like two people meeting for the first time and just having casual conversation and learning about each other in this setting. So I really like that. I usually take pictures of things I'm interested in. So plants again. I consider my job as a hobby too. When I preserve or log a specimen, I try my best to learn as much as possible about them. It keeps them alive that way, in history and knowledge. You seem very passionate about your work. Of course, it's special to me. It is so nice when somebody's passionate about their job, but I also truly understand when somebody's just like, I have this job because I need money. That's me right now. And it's just like, man, sometimes you just don't have a passion. I wish I had a passion. Life would be so much easier. I think. I'd like to think. If I had some kind of direction. Of course, it's special to me. It fulfills something, that's for sure. What about you, Neural? What do you think about what you do? It's both personal and impersonal, I suppose. Oh, I wonder if that means that like something happened with a family member for her and that got her into the mortician business. You're assisting someone, or at least their loved ones, through death. The last stop. Yet, you'll never know the deceased personally. I could never be a mortician because I'd be so scared that they would wake up. So scared. I know the chances of that happening are 99.9% not gonna happen. I said that completely wrong. But even still, I just couldn't do it. There's also probably a smell that I wouldn't be able to get over. But mostly just like dealing with a dead body, I couldn't. I'll know them through what is left of them. Not sure what to think about that. In a way, that's not too different from his job either, you think. You wonder if that was a little too much. But Chao eyes you with a satisfactory glint. Oh, satisfaction guaranteed with me, Chao. Guaranteed. I understand what you mean. You smile appreciatively. All right, no more questions. Time to get into the nitty-gritty. Both of you finish your meals, and the conversation automatically returns to the job at hand. Really nice conversation we had. Really nice. I hope my first date goes as well. You review the content of the second letter together. Oh, is he close again? Did he scoot in close again? Okay, so Miss Jane stated that she would like to be buried. After a 3-day viewing, starting tomorrow, she'll be buried at her family graveyard outside the city, attended only by her son. Attended only by her son seems as if there might be an issue with another family member. Other family members. If she only wants her son to be there, that's also low-key sad. Also, 3 days? Isn't it usually like done in a day? During the viewing, she wants to feature various specimens representing all of the museum's wings. The choice of specimens is given to the curation team. What? Why would she want specimens at her viewing? And she wants to be displayed in a glass coffin? Oh, that's interesting. Why? Chao looks at you with slight concern. Why? I think that's what? I think that's a valid question. Or our glass is Beth Haven or whatever this place is called that we live in so fantastical that the average person has a glass coffin? Isn't the viewing supposed to be tomorrow? Is this enough time? Oh, I think I misunderstood that. I think we have 1 or 2 glass coffins. I'll ask right now to check. You take out your phone to quickly text Ash. Jane Avery's request is on the more unconventional side. 3-day viewing, displayed like a museum exhibit, then a burial. No ceremony, memorials, or eulogies. Honestly, I don't think I want a eulogy either. For me, like for my family or friends. Because it just seems so gosh darn sad. I don't want to give a eulogy. I wouldn't be able to. Honestly, thinking about it, I don't think I'd be able to. And I think my parents would be okay with that. And like my best friend, she'd be okay with that. She probably doesn't even want a funeral. It's not disallowed. But considering her direct summon of you, you can't help but be curious. You look back up at Chao. Nice to see you. What about the specimen? Can you get the permits and transportation fast enough? I'll try, but if it's for Miss Jane, I'm pretty sure the museum will treat it urgently. She got connections. Also, if you don't mind, can I keep the letter? I'm sure the other staff would like to see it too. It's gonna be so interesting imagining this guy being like possessive and like stalker-ish. He's so sweet. And the other guys that we've seen in these Yandere games, you can see a hint of it, like a hint of the crazy or the possessiveness, the other kind of like traits of that personality. But this guy, I mean, he is just so sweet. I'm being deceived really well. I wonder if he already knows me and he's just acting like he doesn't. I'm sure the other staff would like to see it too. I'll type up the content and send it to you when I get back to the museum. That's fine. If there isn't anything else, let's go now. Let's. You both gather your belongings. Why'd I say it like that? Belongings. You both gather your belongings and pay at the counter. I wonder if he paid for me. Chao opens the door for you on your way out. You're going straight to heaven. I thought this said you're going straight to heaven. I was gonna say, am I that great to you? You're going straight to heaven, Shade, after this? Yes, but I need to drop by my apartment first. It's nearby, so I'll just walk. Are you going back to the museum? Yeah, I'd like to start discussing this with the team as soon as possible. I have time and a spare helmet though. Want to ride instead? Yes, yes, yes. You have been the kindest guy, and not in a creepy way. Anyways, you're probably like, get to the point, Earl. Stop interrupting. Gosh darn it. Yes, I will take a ride. I drive carefully, so don't worry. Gosh, he's so nice. He walks towards his, oh, it's just so funny. He did not even hesitate. He walks towards his motorcycle. Its body, dark and shiny, reflects the city in the form of bloated glass buildings. A tempting offer from a sweet young guy. Sweet young man. You just said they're about the same age. Y'all are about the same age, so why are you calling him a young man? Unless you think of yourself as a young woman. Part of me wants to decline and like see what it's like walking to my home myself and seeing what would happen, even if it's just normal. The other part of me really wants to accept because it's really sweet and it didn't seem creepy at all. And he said he's he said he's a good driver, but I just kind of feel like, oh, I mean, it's close. I'll get a ride another time because I know I'm gonna see you again. We're gonna have another situation like this again. I'll decline, but out of politeness. Thanks for the offer, Chao, but I'll just walk. Okay then, be careful on your way home, Neural. I will. You too. ... You're already a few steps away, but there is no sound of an engine or tires from Chao's direction. The only ones are only coming from already moving vehicles passing on the road. That is how you justify the inexplicable urge to look back to yourself. You glance behind your shoulder. Chao's dude is just standing there. Chao's eyes, framed by the lifted visor of his helmet, stare directly at you. He tilts his head and his eyes crinkle in a smile. Popping down. Was he like waiting for me to look back at him before he left? How arrogant. The whole, I look back, he looks back. Popping down his visor, the engine of his motorcycle comes to life. You find yourself smiling back. Smile. Just enough that it doesn't reach your eyes. Does this barely reach my eyes? Not waiting this time, your feet move just a little bit faster. Under your skirt, your heartbeat quickens. Is this in a I think he's creepy way or oh my gosh, he's cute kind of way? Darkness. Day 1 of Jane Avery's viewing. The morning light bathes the funeral home's woody interior. Wood interior is nice. The next 3 days will be spent by you arranging and overseeing the viewing of Jane Avery. Everything's prepared and ready for this morning. You enter the viewing room for a last-minute check. I'm looking at my watch. In the center lies Jane's embalmed body. Oh, she got like a spider clasp. That's cool. The natural state of her features are sharp and severe, commanding attention even in slumber. Oh, I'm feeling intimidated at a dead body. You've had more than enough time to survey the woman's face in the morgue, and yet here, when you've laid her in the glass coffin, one feels compelled to look even longer. Surrounded by rich flowers and fabric at the moment, this room looks more like a museum rather than a funeral. I'm guessing that's how she intended it to be, which I think is actually kind of cool. It seems like it would be less sad and more of maybe not a spectacle, but more calming. Maybe she's giving me ideas for mine. Voice cracks are insane. The room is elegantly decorated and successfully adorned with various displays of plants, both living and preserved, courtesy of the museum. Condolence gifts and flowers line the area, all coming from business partners. You've done this countless times before, but the circumstances of you being requested by name by a stranger gives you a heightened sense of attentiveness. It won't be long until the guests start coming in. Time to focus. There's a moderate amount of people milling in and out of the room today, including people from bodies to which she was a patron. Both higher-ups and staff from the Colvin Museum of Natural History will pay their respects to the late woman. You mostly stand by at the landing area between the hall and the viewing room. No sign of the son yet. He isn't the son, right? Or will this be another guy, love interest? Neural? Who you? Why does that look familiar? Like that's sign. You turn and face a tall man with black hair and a familiar face. Owen? Hey! Owen Weaver, your high school friend. Not the closest, but you've had an amiable relationship with the man. How amiable. You last met at a reunion a few months ago. Fatigue is more apparent on his pale features compared to back then. It is you. Hey! Are you the one handling this? I am. Do you need anything? Jane's my mom. The girl named Ash said to talk to you since you're the one in charge of her viewing. My condolences, man. Oh, I see. My condolences, Owen. Thanks. A second passes as both of you think of what to say. He shifts on his feet, beady eyes observing the unfamiliar halls. He has beady eyes? That doesn't sound... No offense to him, but that doesn't sound positive. Remember what we talked about a few months ago? Oh Lord, is this a proposition in the sexual manner or relationship? Please don't bring that up at the funeral. At the reunion. You nod, pausing to recall the details. I'm nodding. Nodding still. Oh, we're going back in time. Nice. This looks like an alien. Oh, it is. It says aliens. A few months ago. You step outside the restaurant. I wonder if I'm going to see pink-haired boy in the background somewhere. You step outside the restaurant, the noise of chatter almost immediately dissipating into quiet rushes of wind and distant waves. You inhale as much fresh air as possible before anyone else notices you're gone. Reunions aren't particularly unbearable to you, but the noise can be overwhelming, not to mention the distance it took you to get here. In the distance, the ocean glitters in preparation for the sinking sun. You find yourself smiling a little to yourself. Hey, Neural. This thing over the face is killing me. I wonder if it will ever be revealed. Oh, hey, Owen. Want one? Just a cigarette? He takes out a pack of cigarettes and offers them to you. Don't take it. No, thanks. Nice. Oh. Jaw. He lights the cigarette with a flick. The flame burns the white nub crimson, then pale as it turns to ash. Owen takes a drag and faces away from you when he blows away the smoke. How very polite of you. Side by side, both of you face the street, the slim sliver of ocean ahead. Back then, the man was well built as a member of the sports team, a fact that didn't change over the years, you notice. He's grown broader, with tattoos on his sculpted forearms. There's a manly, attractive maturity to his face, apparently also with beady eyes. Pleasant silence falls on the street for a while. Occasionally, chirping of birds and rustling leaves smother the air. Smatter. You're a mortician, right? Can I ask you something? Sure. Ever handled a family member or someone you know? For funeral arrangements or embalming? Both, sure. Several times. Aww. And you're not too sad to do it? I get sad at the job more often than you think. But I always tell myself that I'm helping preserve the memory of them, giving them one last send-off. That's a very positive way to see it. It's harder when I know that person, but a job is a job. Memory, huh? Another silence descends. You give a sideways glance to see him with furrowed brows. Mouth slightly open, as if wanting to say something. You notice how his nail beds are dry. You are looking pretty close, girl. With his index and middle finger ever so slightly stained with nicotine. Ugh. If I can ask, did you lose someone recently? A short silence. He inhales a deep hiss of smoke and lets it out into the yellow afternoon sky. I would not be asking that. Especially at a reunion, that is not what we are here for. Yeah? No? She's still alive, but not in my life anymore. It's the mom. She's not in good condition, last I heard. Her time's probably coming soon. How morbid. You can say I've lost her a long, long time ago. Aww, was she a bad mom? Did we only see the good side of her? But what memory is there to keep if I never had any? Cheese? Cheese? You face his side profile. His eyes drop from the horizon to the gray asphalt. His voice comes out weaker than you expected. I barely know anything about her. It's like she's already dead. You school your expression, betraying nothing. It's a given in your field of work. Words that would be too raw, painful, or cruel in other conversation. Perhaps there is comfort in talking to someone like you, so close to the edge of life. There's an urge to confess what the rest of the world would not hear. Before you can give a response, Owen soundlessly laughs with a shake of his head. Man, what the hell am I saying? My bad, Neural. I've been out of it lately. Well, seems so. It's okay though, you don't need to be sorry. No, it's alright. Your kind expression placates him. He runs a hand down his hair as he looks the other way to blow out another puff of smoke. I feel like someone's staring at me whenever I go out. It's getting on my nerves. Is somebody stalking him? My money is on it being one of her business partners. Is mom having the son stalked? I guess not stalked, but like him being tailed. The last part felt like it was spoken to himself. So you don't feel the need to pry. Are you alright? Fine. Sorry again. You don't need to keep saying sorry. Nothing to be sorry about. He sighs, seemingly regaining his senses once more. When I lose my mind one day and bite the dust, you have dibs on me, okay? I'm booking you in advance. Whoa. Okay. I thought when he was talking about like what we said in the past, that it was romantic. Is he implying that he's about to not live anymore by his own hands? That's so sad. Oh my gosh, if that's true, I did not expect this to be this deep. Whoa. Or maybe he's just reminding her. Either way, that's still morbid. Ugh. With a grin and something morbid out of his mouth, he looks more like his younger self. A memory of simpler times that led you to this moment. What cig do you want? I'll put one in your pocket. Oh my gosh, that is so nice. I love where this story is going. Oh my gosh. That's allowed? Of course. His broad shoulders shake in silent laughter. You want to commit this moment to memory. Ah, you have a feeling it will matter. Oh, that also signals of being chopped. Ah. In the light of the setting sun, there's a severity in his features. Ah, that is so deep. Why do I kind of feel like crying? Features that, now that you know it, bear a stark resemblance to the late Jane Avery. The same pale skin, sunken eyes, and black hair. Was she the person you mentioned? The one and only. What are the odds? Her office employees knew the news first, not me. He chuckles, but you see the unmistakable emotion behind his eyes. Hurt. Anyways, how long are you going to be here? So it was about his... No, he did... No, never mind. All day until the burial. Okay, me too then. Oh, he's staying for me? For moi? Unfortunately, if you are interested, there is a pink-haired Adonis. I guess more of like a really cute man, more than an Adonis, who I have my eyes on, and who I think his eyes are on me. I'm guessing since his face is covered that he wouldn't be a love interest, though. because I think I would see his face if he were. He glances at the other visitors, an awkward look on his face. Clearly, he doesn't want to go in yet. You decide to give him a small distraction. How are you? Feeling better than last minute? Last time? Owen's brows furrow to recall. Oh, well, I don't think anyone's creeping on me anymore, or shit. Wait, my bad. My bad. You don't have to keep apologizing. No cursing here. You lightly laugh. Preferably, yeah. You and Owen continue small talk, catching up on things these past few months. The conversation flows naturally, even occasionally bringing up stale years-old high school drama. Stale years-old high school drama. You remind yourself to talk to your old friends more. A quick flicker of pink and green catches the corner of your eye. Is it our man? Is it our pink-haired man? Oh, wait, Owen, you should meet. But when you face the corner again, there are no traces of the man. Owen turns his head to look in the same direction. I wonder if pink-haired man, Chao, was the one stalking Owen. Never mind, he's gone. I'll introduce you two to each other some other time. Cool. Once again, he eyes the entrance to the viewing room. Guess I should go. I recognize some of these snobs. Go ahead. You stay in the landing for a while, greeting some guests. Someone requested for a package to be moved in from the lobby to the area, so you head over to the hall once more. Neural! Chao appears to your side, the usual gentle smile eased on his face. Chao, hi! I saw you earlier, where'd you go? I was looking around, sorry. This place is huge, right? It's an old building, so the layout is confusing too. Where are you going? I need to carry a flower stand from the lobby to the viewing room. Hey, you want to help? Can I help? Yes. That would be great, thank you. Not a problem, Neural. I mean, he keeps saying like my name. Like he's trying to emphasize my name. What are you saying, Chao? What are you implying? Does this count as your day off from the museum? They gave me days off for the viewing since my name is on Jane's request list, along with you. I'll be helping around, so tell me if there's anything else you need. I could think of something. Thank you, Chao. You're welcome. More Who were you talking to earlier? He doesn't look like staff. None of your business, in all honesty. Oh, I forgot to tell you, he's Jane's son, Owen Weaver, my high school friend. Really? I know, we last met at a reunion a few months ago though, so I still recognize him. Has Jane ever mentioned a son to you? Chao lets out a non-committal hum as you both reach the flower stand. Don't remember. Yes, you do. You remember something. He immediately goes to work, lifting the stand from the ground with a strength that seemingly exceeds his build. Okay, so what he looks from the outside, he looks lean, but what is underneath the clothes? Muscles, not like anything inappropriate. Chao is of average build, but he seems to be on the more slender side. You've only seen him wear baggy or loose clothes so far, but it can be seen through his neck, arms, and hands. Oh, she's been paying close attention. Not that you'd admit you've been paying attention. I mean, why would that be something to say out loud, though? Or maybe like admit to yourself. I can get that. With Chao and the flower arrangement in tow, you head to the viewing room. It feels nice to break the routine, you think. Working and doing your daily work with someone new for a change. You place the stand just in time for Ash to pass by the hall in front of the viewing. Ash! Neural! And you are? Chao Zhang Chen. You can call me Chao. Oh, the one from Colvin. I'm Ash, nice to meet you. How are you liking our place so far? It's really big. How old is this building? Dunno, you'd have to ask Jarek for that. Who the hell is Jarek? Our manager, our prison warden. You give Ash a light slap on the shoulder. Bad-mouthing your superior in front of a guest doesn't do wonders for your nerves. Luckily, Chao laughs. He has a sense of humor. We have those two back at Colvin. What do you do there? I'm a botanical curator. My job is quite flexible. I'll take on anything in the museum as long as I'm able to. Cool. What about you? Are you a mortician like Neural too? Nope. I work in administration and in counseling. That seems very fitting for you because you have just like such a great personality. I'm not a fan of the actual embalming. The receiving or refrigerating rooms are as far as I usually go. What type of rooms are there here? Chao refers the question to you, eyes brimming with curiosity. When a body is sent in, it goes to the receiving room, refrigerating room, and then the embalming room. Sometimes the latter two are in one place. There's also a prep room before the embalming room, accessible from both the refrigerating room and the hall. It's a lot of doors. The young man's face, why do I keep saying the young man? The young man's face is set to a contemplative stare. Are you wanting to go somewhere, sir? Where you should not be going? You make eye contact with Ash, and she makes a teasing raise of the eyebrow. She knows, she can tell. Before you can silently raise yours in inquisition, she claps her hands lightly. Anyways, I should go. See you guys tomorrow? Yeah, see you. Nice meeting you, Ash. It looks like he bumped her out the way. She slaps your shoulder as she walks by, narrowly missing your swing in return. Chao laughs at the sight. I'm sorry, she's quite, well... Don't be. I'm happy to meet your friend. You smile at his enthusiasm. Shmaya. The rest of the day goes by smoothly. Visitors clear out and you wrap up, making sure to lock everything in place. As you walk home, you can't help but think of the events of the day. Chao had to leave earlier in the afternoon due to an urgent delivery in the museum. He 100% left early so he didn't have to run into Owen. You didn't miss the way he deflated after the call. He reassured you he'll be back tomorrow. Better be. Then there's Owen. What were the odds? Back then, he'd always been the enigmatic type. Not unfriendly, but still difficult to parse. You've always felt that something was bearing heavy in his mind. Was it Jane then? When was the last time you really mingled like in your school days? You had friends and you still do now. Yet the weight of adulthood seems to make things more difficult. It definitely 100% does. People used to be more honest, more readable, and easier to understand. In a way, that's what you appreciate about the dead. They hide nothing, bearing themselves bare in front of the undertaker. In some strange, unexplainable way, you wonder what it feels like. This is day 2 of Jane Avery's viewing. Another day has started. It's bright as usual from the tall windows of the funeral home. You're getting used to Chao's presence. He helped you throughout the viewing, even entertaining questions from the guests about the displayed museum pieces. Very nice. Although it makes sense because it is, should be part of his job. Owen kept coming in and out with a pained look on his face. When he's in the viewing room, he either sits in silence or talks to what you assume to be distant relatives or business contacts. You haven't had time to talk to him again or introduce him to Chao. I don't think Chao wants to be introduced to Owen. I have a feeling that Chao knows him and is avoiding him. Chao's yandere side, stalkerish, creepy side, might come out. When unoccupied, you talk to Ash or talk to Chao. Here's the thing. Ash works with me at the funeral home. I feel like it's natural to talk to Ash. Chao is there helping with the arrangements, but it just honestly, my natural inclination is to talk to Ash. My home girl. You wander to the hallway and see Ash already making her way to you. Oh, it's like we had the same thing in mind. Ash, you know me as much as I know you. Ooh, what's this like? This is like salsa. I like. You wander to the hallway and see Ash already making her way to you. Everything good, Neural? Yes. Yep, thanks. Are you done for the day? Yeah, I wanted to drop by and see you first. You're the best. That is why I came to see you too. I figured you were done and I wanted to drop by and see you before you left. And your friend? Oh, Ash. She emphasizes the last word with a teasing waggle of her eyebrows. You roll your eyes playfully, but continue to walk back towards the landing entrance anyway. Coincidentally, Chao stands inside with his back half towards the entrance, mind seemingly occupied with a piece of art hung on the wall. No, he was eavesdropping. 100% he was eavesdropping. You immediately pull Ash back into the hall before she can say anything embarrassing. What was she gonna say? Oh, maybe hello? Maybe hey? Hey, what gives? Ash, keep your voice down. Gosh. You were going to call out to him. No, I wasn't. You were. Yeah, you're right. I think you guys look good together. It's the vibes. What vibes? I don't know. The way he looks at you is kind of cute. Oh, Ash. He doesn't look at me in any type of way, and I don't look at him in any type of way. Ash. He's cute too. What do you think of him so far? Are you sure you're not the one who has eyes on Chao? Better not. Your tone is teasing. You know she doesn't. Ash always gets excited at the thought of your love life, as slim as it usually is. I'm stumbling over myself today. Not my type, girl. You know that, and you're avoiding the question. Busted. He's nice and easy to talk to, that he is. Seems like a passionate guy. I'm going to assume that's not some tasteless innuendo. Embarrassed, you shove her arm. A cheeky laugh escapes her. Oh, Ash. No, I meant about his job. Ha 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 ha. I'm so terrible with laughs. You and Ash chatter for another few minutes before saying goodbye. The afternoon rolls in. You stifle a yawn as you think about the day. Most of the people who came seem to be business partners and colleagues, with some distant families here and there. What life has Jane led? Does she have anyone close in her life? Did she disown Owen? You've never publicly verbalized these questions, but there's something especially somber about the whole affair. Honestly, it really is, because like when I think of a funeral, I wouldn't think of like constantly think like business partners. It's said so much, and it's like, I don't know, my family and friends, I'm thinking their family and friends would be there, not business partners. And if they were like good business partners, I'd just say like they're good friends, or they're good like work friends. This lady sounds like she was kind of not had friends. Or maybe they were like superficial. There were many flower stands and condolence gifts from companies and executives, and their presence doesn't cover the lack of intimacy the actual viewing has. Not the first time, but something about Jane Avery and her peculiar situation pulls you in the more you think about it. You wonder if there's a deeper meaning in why she specifically requested you and Chao. I wonder. I'm thinking. I'm speculating. Chao knows her. Maybe Chao knew her more on a like closer than I realized, or than he's gonna let on, because he either been stalking me before this, or he's gonna like fall in love with me now. And she was like, this is her way of like hooking us up, because she knows that Chao's been talking about me, but she doesn't realize how crazy he is. That's what I'm thinking, something like that. I just have a feeling Chao and Jane Avery knew each other more than he's letting on. And we don't have her side because she's dead. The enigmatic and rosy botanical curator. You can't fully put your finger on him yet, but he's a comforting presence so far. And he's a very pink presence. It's too soon to jump to conclusions. Fatigue starts to seep into your bones. Tomorrow's the burial, and this is the last night that Jane Avery's body will be above ground. The spider pendant is like low-key kind of ominous. Like she was like not an evil person, but she stood on business. Like she walked with a straight back. Her back was straight. She had 4-inch heels on. She only wore black. Her hair was severely pinned back perfectly. Like you didn't want to mess with Jane Avery. She's an enigma that's been in the back of your mind. You wonder if her secrets will be brought to the ground along with her. You turn off the lights in the viewing room, giving the funeral home security guard a nod before leaving into the night. Day 3 of Jane Avery's viewing. The viewing comes to an end after 3 days. The visitors are considerably fewer than on previous days, but they still gather in the same way that gives you an odd feeling in your gut. How are they gathering? Time to clear out. The guys are already in front. Is it okay if I just guide them here now? Yes, thanks. Be right back. I've been forgetting to do the Chao's deeper voice. Forgive me. Forgive me. I was not doing my due diligence. You give a final sweeping look of the room. Sweep. And all its lush decorations before they'll be hauled back to the Colvin Museum of Natural History. Save for the centerpiece, of course, the ever-still body of Jane Avery. So weird. Hey, Neural. Owen, where have you been? Smoke break. His gaze is fixed to the glass coffin as he stands in the threshold of the room. There's still time if you want to stay with her. Gosh, why is that sad? I don't know, for some reason that sentence is sad. There's still time if you want to stay with her? Like he hasn't had enough? Like she knows that he hasn't been, like he's been in the back corner or he's been in and out, like she knows he hasn't had like close enough time with her body. The Colvin guys will be clearing out the decorations in a minute, but don't mind them. Owen squints, dropping his gaze to the floor below the foot of the coffin instead. Oh my gosh, my heart. I don't know. It's like she's still judging me. You guys. Insane how she always looked like that, even back then. Goodness gracious. You did some master work. She looks like she's sleeping. Okay, I know I keep stopping, but dear goodness, this is written so well. Like, on God, this is written so well for me to literally, like, feel for this guy. Like, I am, it's that plus the music. Even in her dead state, he feels like she has such a severe look, the same as he felt that she looked down on him in real life. So much so that he can't even look her in the eye in death. Whoa. Gosh, thank you. The man's dark gaze continues to bore into the room, not daring to penetrate it with his presence. He lets out a sigh and steps inside without a word. You avert your gaze back to the landing area and to the hall, not wanting to disturb him. Chao's crew of museum staff has arrived. He pauses a bit when he sees that Owen is inside, but instructs them to clear out anyway. Why are you pausing, Chao? You don't want to be seen by Owen? Why is that? It strikes you a bit how solemn they look, perhaps out of respect for the home and the situation. It's just you and Chao again. Both of you stare into the room, framed by the wide open doorways. The staff clears out the exhibits as Owen stands at the side of the coffin with his back to you. Far away, trying to stay out of Owen's view. Just him? Yeah, just like the letter's request. There are Jane's assistants, I guess, but they're waiting at the lobby. Is the burial right after this? Yes, my friend will be handling it, so we're done after this. I see. Oh, is something about to happen? Hey. Owen steps out of the room. You notice that this would be the first time in 3 days that you get to see them talk to each other. He extends a stiff hand, to which Chao calmly grasps back. Owen Weaver. Chao Jing Chen from Collivan. Nice to finally talk to you. The normal time for a handshake has elapsed, but Owen tightens his grip on the shorter man's hand. Did we really have to emphasize that Owen was short? I love a short king, by the way. Tall men are overrated. Like, my height average for, like, what I think is nice is like 5'11". But Owen tightens his grip on the shorter man's hand. Say, Chao Jing, have we met before? I knew it. Not formally, but I did see you during the viewing. I was there every day. Oh, you know what he means, Chao. You know. Before that, months ago. Sorry, I don't think so. Chao tries to retract his hand again. Harder this time. Be honest. What? I am being honest. I've never seen you before. You were there, in front of my apartment. I almost hit you, didn't I? What are you talking about? Owen's face contorts in an enraged confusion. The man drops the grip on the other's hand and steps forward tauntingly. Don't lie to me. You're one of my mom's hirelings, aren't you? Some of the staff milling in and out of the viewing room start to notice the noise. You have to step in before this escalates. I think the smart thing right here is to defend Chao. Not just because I'm crushing on the pink-haired, pink aesthetic king, but because the guy is the one who's being, like, aggressive. He could take this outside. He could say, let's talk. Like, whether Chao actually is the one spying on him, there's a time and a place. I know emotions are heightened right now, but there's a time and a place. This is not the first time a family member lost their temper in the funeral home. You've learned to understand it. Sorry, please calm down, Owen. Don't yell here. He seems to deflate a little, a pained grimace now on his face. I think I've met him before. Have you, Chao? You look at him seriously. Serious look. You hope whatever he answers will be the truth. I mean, no offense, but why does it matter to me? No, I'm really sorry. It must have been someone else. Neural, do you think he's telling the truth? It really doesn't matter to me. This is between you two. I'm getting ready to leave to go home. Day 3 is over. I am finished with my work. And Chao, so are you. or at least you're about to be once your underlings at Colvin Museum or whatever, or whoever you're with, are done. Take it outside. You answer what you want to believe and what your gut holds on to the most. Yes? Are you sure you've met him before? The man's fists clench on his side. Which man? His shoulders shaking. Dark eyes, so utterly similar to Jane's, lock on you. Oh, that man, Owen. Chao notices it, his face immediately ticking from confusion to agitation. Ooh. Oh, okay. Chao's upset now. He takes a half step between you and Owen. In defense of me, Chao? Dot, dot, dot. Before either of you could speak, Owen looked around. The tension in his body dissolves into a slump. Ah. A fragile look of confusion on his face brings forth an image of a much older person. His eyes drop once again. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. He's so defeated, exactly like how it did back in between the slivering ocean and rustling leaves a few months ago. Owen runs his hands through his hair. His eyes flit left and right, and you see the heavy rise and fall of his chest. Never mind. My bad, Chao Zhang. Been feeling horrible lately. And he apologized. I mean, really, what has Owen done wrong here? He challenged it a little bit, but he's paranoid because he thinks his mom has been sending people to follow him. She might have. She seems very severe. She might have had people following her son. To be fair, he probably did see Chao outside of a building one time or a couple times. It was suspicious because, like I said, I think Chao and Owen's mom have some kind of connection. And Chao is obviously lying. He's lying with, my mom dying and stuff. He says so noncommittally. Chao's face is stiff, refusing to show a reaction. It's okay. My condolences. Sorry, Neural. Thanks for all your help. This time, he looks up enough to catch your gaze, and you see the restlessness behind his now controlled words. What? Wait, huh? Are you... Oh, wait, I was interrupted. I'll wait for the hearse in the lobby. Bye. Before you could say anything, he briskly leaves the area. Man, he's like a non-problematic king. He raised his voice a little bit, got a little agitated, then calmed down, and was like, okay, I'm making a scene. Owen's kind of ranking higher on my list. Owen might be the one to save me from Chao when he goes insane. You turn to Chao with a questioning look. What was that? Why was he so sure he knew you? I don't know either, I swear. I've never seen him before. Didn't even know Miss Jane had a son before this. You 100% did. She never told you? She's not that close with any of us curators. At least, not that I know of. Does this happen often? People getting agitated? Yes, but it's understandable they're grieving. I'm a little worried for Owen, to be honest. I can't imagine having the mental strength to deal with that every day. You're great. I try. The words leave his mouth in such a genuine tone that a slight heat warms your cheeks. The empty hallway feels a little smaller now. Thanks. You too. Preserving and building knowledge for other people. I think that's amazing too. I'd love to see your work directly. Oh, I'm schmoovin' on him. I'm schmoovin'. And you mean it, even more when a smile blooms on Chao's face. Why not tomorrow? We'll be returning the borrowed specimen at noon. You should come with me. If you're not that busy, of course. Really? I'm in. He lets out a satisfied chuckle. See you tomorrow, then. I will see you tomorrow, Chao, even though you blatantly lied in my face. Oh, is this my house? It's nice. The day comes to an end once more. The viewing is over after 3 days, and you're unsure how to feel. Jane must have been moved to a wooden coffin and buried, but an invisible string tugs on your mind to everything that has happened this week. You are excited for tomorrow's visit to the museum. You just hope that you don't get any sudden calls to the funeral home. It's my day off. I don't want to be on call. Through your apartment window, the moon is poised on the ink-dark sky. Your sleep is dreamless tonight. But I want to dream about Chao. Ooh, mans looks like he's struggling. The next day, you arrive at the Colvin Museum of Natural History, courtesy of a ride from Chao. Oh! He came and picked me up in his motorcycle. It was spent with small, pleasant talks, extending until now, when both of you step into the marble floors on the building. Any pets? None. My apartment doesn't allow them. My turn. What's your comfort food? Egg tarts. We're here. Didn't even ask me what my comfort food was. Okay. Chao waves his hand in an arc, proudly presenting the grand room. Veils of light accentuate the carvings on its stone pillars. Countless dry plant specimens are displayed in glass boxes, arranged based on type and history. A group of school children on a field trip scatter themselves between them. They chatter and occasionally get reminded by supervising adults to not touch the glass. That was me. Don't get your hands off. Get your hands off that Neural. Don't touch it. You're smudging the glass. Charles, get over here. Form a line. Something that you see is still not obeyed by a giggling group at the corner. You smile at their cheer. Glancing at Chao, you see that he's already looking at you. Well, hi. Want to stay a while? It's okay, let's go. You can take a good look after we're done. Follow me, Neural. Chao leads you to a slightly hidden hallway and onto an unlocked staffed door. Inside a storage room, the air is clean and dry, a little chilly to the skin. Rows and rows of pristine cabinets and tables line the room. It's a little clinical, a far cry from the museum's classic interior. You look around with hands behind your back, careful not to touch anything. Welcome to the botanical curator's nest. My friend already transported and unloaded the borrowed specimens, so now my job is to sort it back and report it. I'll show you a lot of things. Be ready. His smile is contagious, you think. He places his bag, the same rattling beast as the one from your first meeting, and gets to work on the packages and cases laid out on a large table. He procures a set of keys from his bag and pops open one of them. From it, his gloved hands pull out a frame almost the size of his torso. The graceful Cypripedium aquale, or pink lady slippers. Could have started with that. It's a quite common orchid, but this one was mounted in the 1850s. I remember this one. It has the cutest shape. It does. Now, this one is a Helichrysum stoicus, or shrubby everlasting. It's a lovely little perennial, also common, and was mounted in 1990. These names are killing me. Look closer. You can still see the bright spots of yellow. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's there. Chao laughs a light and gentle sound and continues to the next one. The lively Narcissus americanum, or bog asphodel. It grows in wetlands and grassy areas. It's considered quite rare, but not by much. We didn't lend any overly rare or valuable specimen anyway. I don't think it's easily allowed, especially on such short notice. This one was mounted in 2002. Not an antique, but beautiful nonetheless. What's the oldest plant you've got here? Man, this is such easygoing talk, Chao. Man, I know you're gonna end up being insane, but whoa, I mean, this is just so natural. I feel like I am just like in this story. I feel like Chao is a real person. Great writing. I know I keep saying that, but great writing. Well, for dry preservation, we have some things from the 17th century. Mostly collections of medicinal plants sorted in volumes of books. Can I see? For older collections, we store them in a different room in the museum. That one's not as easily accessible. Ah, alright. But if you want to see it, I'll see what I can do. My manager still owes me a favor. I can ask him later. Oh, Chao, you don't have to. But it'd be nice. You don't have to. I was just curious. You wave your hands in front of you in dismissal, and Chao grins in return, a nice grin. Okay. I'll show you something else that's just as cool later. Show me now. He continues with his work, making sure to entertain you while still returning the items to the racks and logging them with precision. A multitasking king. For every admiring oohs and ahs that come out of you, Chao seems to beam brighter. That's the last one. He wipes his brow. Wiping your brow like you were sweating, boy. A satisfactory smile graces his face as he looks around the racks. You notice a piece of plastic stuck to his hair via static electricity. I'm not gonna take it myself. I'm gonna tell him. I think it's a little too early to go reaching. Chao, something stuck to your hair. He follows your pointing finger and grasps at his pink locks. Ah, thanks. Anyways, I have something else to show you. Show away. All the things we lent for the viewing were pressed and mounted plants. I've yet to show you the wet specimens, so let's go. Chao leads you to a room filled with a menagerie of fossils, bottles, and other collections. Its design is closer to the museum's public area than its previous storages. Warm lighting basks dark wood from the inside and outside. It betrays the room's cold temperature. You can't help but think of Jane Avery in her glass coffin. Maybe this is what she was trying to emulate. Did Miss Jane go on storage tours like this too? Yes. Were you the one touring her? Not always. Sorry, Neural, I don't feel like talking about her right now. I hope you understand. I mean, yeah, look, the viewing's over. The lady's dead. She's been buried. She's gone. Let's move on. Oh, of course. Sorry. No need to apologize. You bite your tongue. He was quite open about Miss Jane before, so you assumed it would be a regular conversation. Luckily, he quickly hops on another subject. What do you mean a regular conversation? This area isn't open for public yet. We're still figuring things out. That's why the lineup is kind of random. It's really pretty. Thank you. What do you think about toxic plants? As long as I'm not near them. I don't want that toxicity in me. Sounds a little scary. That's the good part. Chao leads you to a glass cabinet in the corner, visibly more secure than the rest with its extra locks. He takes out his key and crouches to start unlocking them. Is a bigger warning label not needed here? Nope. No one will make direct contact with the plants, let alone consume it. It's extra secure. As if proving his point, wait a second. This man has access to poisonous plants. I wonder if he uses that to poison someone, or has used it to poison someone he does not like. There's a connection here. As if proving his point, he deftly moves to the next locks. Chao's hands, now gloved again, pulls out a jar but quickly hides it behind his back with an excited grin. He leads you to a nearby table where he gently places the jar on. Ooh, pretty! This is the Linglyum cupidus, or Heart's Undertaker. Almost got that one. This beauty was initially known for its preservative qualities, being used in embalming around the 1500s. There are also records of localized superstition from that time, caused by people working with these flowers. But, well, it's the toxin. The Undertaker's deadliest part are its petals and roots. The natural toxin is most concentrated there. You bend down closer to see a pale white flower submerged in liquid. Its petals are reminiscent of a lily, their ends curling ever so slightly at the peak. Its stems and leaves are a particular shade of dark brown, nearly indistinguishable from black. But most striking of all is its spatter of pink. It's deadly still. You find yourself wanting to hold your breath. You glance at Chao, who's smiling at you with a tilt of his head. Is it rare? Maybe. What do you mean maybe? It's a yes or no answer. It reminds me of you, actually. Chao. That's why I wanted to show you. Really? How so? It's in the name. You're an undertaker yourself. And I find you to be quite the interesting woman. He looks away, and you can tell in his eyes that he wants to say more. Well, let's just say it. Your call. I want to ask more about the flower, since you say it reminds you of me so much. You want to know more about it. A playful smile appears in your face. Anything else? Well, it's usually known for its unique look, but it's way more interesting than that. Under its speckled petals lies unexpected properties, proving its charm inside out. You laugh affectionately, looking down to hide slightly reddened cheeks. Chao. You sure have a way with words, Chao. I like the speckles too. I've never seen anything like it. The live ones are prettier. They're very vivid. Chao puts a finger on the jar's cool metal cap, tracing circles on it lightly. You don't miss the way he's been handling the specimen, gently and thoughtfully. You imagine how that would feel on skin? Imagining how it would feel on skin? Skin that's warm and yours. As if swatting the image out of your head, you blurt out the first thing you think of. You look like a flower yourself. Interesting. Huh? Your hair and clothes, the way you talk and move. It reminds me of a flower. That came out way goofier than you meant it to be. But you stand your ground and push down any buds of embarrassment. Oh, buds, like a flower. Ha, did you see it? Do you get it? Thank you. I didn't know you see me that way. Well, now you do. It's cute. You're cute. For that, I hereby declare the Heart's Undertaker as my favorite plant of the month. Chao, do you want to get married? I'm just joking. It was a slip of the tongue. A slip of the tongue. But like at our wedding, like we could totally have this flower butamus, pinkus, brownish, whatever it is. We could totally have it there, like in jars, of course, so it doesn't get toxic to anybody. Just saying. Just putting it in the back of your mind. You have yet to stop the smile on your face, now widened by the warmth of his voice. Only for the month? Oh, some flirting. Depends. Would the Undertaker herself let me study her more? For research purposes, of course. Okay. Yes, of course. For the curator's research. You and Chao laugh, and for the first time in this back and forth bashfulness, seems to catch up to the both of you at the same time. Are you done looking at it? You nod, and Chao picks up the jar. He strides to the cabinets and returns it. Several clicks resound through the quiet room, reaching your beating heart. Back towards you, seemingly observing another row of cabinets, Chao speaks up. Hey, Neural. Yeah? Can you show me your morgue? Huh. I don't necessarily think that that's creepy, because I think it was just an interesting place to ask. I won't judge. A few days ago, you agreed to let Chao see one of Heaven Shade's morgues, though for what reason beyond his usual curiosity, you didn't ask much. You've had time to think about Chao, the odd circumstances under which you met, and the lasting connection that you can see blooming if you were to nurture it. You won't, however. Why not? Why not? You're not oblivious to the way he looks at you, the small, charming gestures and bashful smiles. You don't want to give false hope to a man who's been so kind. Am I in a relationship or something? I believe I was flirting back with him. That and an irresistible gut feeling that you've been having for the past week. You can't pinpoint what makes this entanglement feel wrong. Is it the fact that you met through a dead person's request? The way his demeanor changes ever so slightly when he thinks you're not looking? Oh, didn't notice that part. Have you met him before? So he looks familiar to me? Under those rosy eyes, you feel something growing towards you, all-consuming and searingly cold. You can stay and find out, but you won't. But what if I want to? After today, you'd be even, you think? He showed you the heart of his workplace. Now, you'll show him yours. That is all. Huh. You stand with Chao in front of one of the morgue's doors. The sun slowly sinks beyond the windows. I wonder if something weird is going to happen in here. I'm not allowed to show you the occupied morgues, so I'll show you this one instead. It's temporarily out of service for maintenance. This door leads directly to it. We usually go through a different one and pass by another room to prepare. Chao gives an understanding nod. His eyes follow your hands as they tap your ID card on the door scanner. Why are you looking at my ID card like that? Are you making note of something you should not be? You've gotten a new lanyard since you've received the replacement card. Wait a second. I lost my card. If he's been stalking me and I didn't notice, did he take my card? Oh. Inside is a monotone room. It's devoid of bodies and the stagnant air is cold to the skin. Chao hesitates on the threshold. I'm not wearing any protective clothing. Is that okay? Neither am I. It's all right. This room is going to be sterilized after maintenance is over. Chao comes in and looks around, top to bottom, left to right. His mouth is slightly ajar in awe, despite nothing of particular note being in the room. It makes you unsure of what to tell. You're also not used to the feeling of standing in the morgue with a guest. Back in the museum, every inch of the storage room was covered in stories to show and tell. To many, a morgue with no bodies or equipment is just a cold room with a perpetual chemical smell to it. You manage to make small talk, explaining what you can and responding to Chao's questions. The gaps of air in which none of you talk are filled only with the rustling of clothes, of footsteps on bare tiles. After a while, Chao seems satisfied with his look around, What is he scoping out? He's looking for something to take or to hide, like a place where he can hide something after he's done a crime. He's uncharacteristically quiet today. The most communicative thing you see is the silent intensity in his eyes. You bring him outside once again. Want to ride home, Neural? No thanks, it's all right. I'm going home with Ash today. Oh, all right. You two seem close. Yeah, I'd say we're close friends. He looks at you, waiting for you to say more. When he realizes you have nothing else to say, he shifts on his feet, a tense expression on his face. Okay, but why? I'll see myself out then. Thanks for today, Neural. See you around. Chao turns and walks away, not waiting for a response. You watch his back, and something in your chest clenches, like you want to know more, remember more things about him. But after today, you're sure he already gets the idea. I'm so curious. A few weeks later. Since then, there have been no more meetups, no more jobs to do with Chao. He has texted you on several occasions, either starting a conversation or asking you for lunch or dinner. You responded What's with this ominous music? Is that a truck outside? No, it's the music. You respond minimally to them, and at one point he stops completely. A part of you thinks it's cruel, but you don't want to give him the wrong idea. It's clear he's not just looking for a friendship. You were bound under a job from a woman you don't know, and now it's over. I really don't understand though, because even if we're not like looking for a thing, we were having a great conversation. We could have just went out for lunch, walked at a park or something. I guess I don't see why I could understand how she was like, he kind of has a weird aura, and so she didn't want to delve into that, but it still seemed like she could have maintained some kind of communication. You fell back into your routine in the funeral home, in your apartment, and in places you frequent around them. Same people, same job, same route, same places. Only now, you live it with a strange, nagging memory of Chao. The choking feeling doesn't go away. This is not rated E for everyone. Where did it go wrong? I did everything I could. I waited for so long to get a chance. You're so frustrating, Neural. I was so close. Oh my gosh. So you had been stalking me. If only you knew what lengths I went through to hear you say my name. Did he kill Avery? Did he kill Miss Avery just to get close to me? Did he write the letter? And that was his way of getting close to me? What a freak! If that's true, what a freak! And what are you doing? To smile at me like that? You keep me up at night. I want to know everything about you. How you cry. How you look when you're scared. Was I foolish to think I could win you over? I wish you were actually here. He did take it! He did take it! How though? I want you. I'll do everything I can to make you look my way again. You'll break, and I'll be there to clean it up. I promise, Neural. I hope only death will take me away from your mind. So we'll be one and the same. Even if it means you won't love me the way I want you to. Whoa. I did not expect that so soon. And why was he shirtless and sweaty? What is that insinuating? Whoa. So, he knew me before, which I suspected. I think that was heavily implied by the author. He said it seemed like he was saying he might have caused Miss Jane Avery to lose her life or lose it quicker than she already was so that he could get close to me at the funeral, which is crazy. Like psychopathic. Several weeks later, you've been seeing things. You start finding your name in places you frequent. A typography on a telephone pole poster. Graffiti on the library table you always sit on. Someone calling out your name across the street with no apparent source. I'm scared. I'm sweating. They're scattered and of patternless frequency. Initially, you tell yourself it's just your mind playing tricks until the disruptions start creeping closer like a disease. Owen, I need you. There would be a package with no return address sent to your apartment, filled with various things, from basic groceries to roses. Dude sent me just groceries? Did he just send me like milk and tea? And bread? Packages stopped at one point, but other strange things keep following you. You started to pick up recurring noises both outside and inside your home. A crinkle of plastic, a metallic click, an operational sound. It made you erratic. Paranoia eats you inside out, every hair standing on end at the slightest tick. Your mind denied it until it manifests itself as an irreparable mistake last night. Ooh, what happened? You felt it again. A pair of eyes you don't know bore into your very being. Your feet took you to an alternate route home by foot, adrenaline pumping blood into your head way faster than you can handle. The heat in your body betrayed the cold night. You reach a dark alley, and through its walls bounced another pair of shoes, heavy and increasing in speed. Why would you go through a dark alley? You don't look back. The sliver of light at the end of the alley seems impossibly far as you run as fast as you can. A clammy hand grips your collar. Fear seizes your every being. You grab the nearest object and hurl it at the figure. The rusted pipe hit them with a metallic ring, and the stranger drops to the concrete. His hood falls down, showing the telltale flash of intoxication. You don't stay to see if he was still breathing. It was a few hours ago. Now, past midnight, you find yourself running back to the deserted city streets. Someone had left a letter on your doorstep in the dead of night, followed by a frantic bell ringing. You got out of bed to receive the wretched message. Its context jerked you to move, whatever it takes. You all but fly past the unsupervised back door of the funeral home. Blood rushes to your head like a surge of thunder. Ragged breaths cause the cold building to feel suffocating. Is this a dream? You slam your ID card into the empty morgue scanner and frantically open the cabinets, checking them one by one. Sweat starts to slick your gloveless hands, but they keep pulling and pushing until you find it. An unidentified body that was never registered in the morgue. White fabric covers their entire body. I'm getting so spooked, you guys. So spooked. Who is it? Wet blood seeps through it from the temple area. On their chest lies your ID card, still attached to its white lanyard. Your face, ever so slightly younger than you look now, stares back. Oh, so this is a dream. If anyone decides to check the morgue's door entry log, it is the only face that will be recorded. You grasped your head, walking backwards into a wheeled metal bed. No scream came out of your throat. Someone found out. Someone found out your mistake, and they know it's you. This is the work of the same ever-looming shadow that has been choking you for a time that you can't even recall. You reread the envelope that seizes your every being, now crumpled in your clammy grip. Loving cursive, blocky and simple, graces the paper in it. I left him at the place we last met. That's so ominous. Now it's your call, my undertaker. Always finish what you started. Whoa. Whoa. He said my undertaker, so that has to be written by Chao. So who's in the morgue? In an excruciatingly slow peek, you see under the fabric. Blood has smudged over the drunkard's bruised skin. It kisses the corner of his mouth. You wheel the metal bed to the crematorium. Mechanically so. The weight of a stranger feels familiar under your hands. Moonlight falls through the window like dust. Rough rattles echo through empty hallways, silent witnesses to your choice. Your grip tightens on the searingly cold handles of the bed. No one will find out. You believe this, because the curator will take it to the grave, and so will you. Whoa. Ending 1 out of 4. Break me. Huh. So I've been ignoring him. He says that he'll do anything to be close to me. I'm running in an alley and I kill someone who's running after me, who I just see as a drunkard. Seems like that person died because it seems like that person's in the morgue and he has the lanyard that I lost. What was Chao's part in it? Did he set it up? Or was he the drunkard and he was just he just died and she covered it up? I'm confused. I might have to look up that later.